Welcome back, guys. I'm Mellowseven. This is Football Manager 2018. This is the beta early access. Continuing to grind through my season here. Ran into a couple interesting issues. One was we had a match that started, the people are walking down the field, all that. I hit, continue on to play, and it just got hung up in the screens and went and didn't want to come back. However, you go up to the right, there's, up here somewhere. Is my mouse showing up? There we go. At the beginning of the match up here somewhere, there's a bit that you can click, and it let me move on to next highlight was the option, which doesn't seem quite right, but that skipped past it and actually started the game. So small bug there, but seems to have, wasn't show-stopping. We did get our first win. Yes. Let me show you really quickly. We beat Swindon, who was first in the league at the moment. Which was amazing. We beat them 2-0, and it wasn't even close. I mean, we dominated the entire match. We followed that up by losing to Crawley, who was not first in the league. And in fact, let's see, Crawley Town is where? They are down here in 14th. I think they were 16th, and we were 14th going into it. That loss drops us down to 18th, unfortunately. However, injuries play a huge part of that. In that win, we had, who did we have? We had, I think, Alessandra up there yes, we had Alessandra and Saunders up for our win. And Alessandra got injured at the very end of that, so he is out. We have, as you can see, lost Brisley, Phillips, and Duffy. So our top three defensive centers are all out as well after that match. So injuries are a pretty big part of that. We had a pretty good team for that match, but we lost two players to it. We lost two players to injury in the team that had to be subbed off. Also, that same match, or for the next match, we had to give Liam Walker a rest. He was just wiped out. So he'll be back here shortly. He'll be back for the next game. But for the moment, he's still being rested, so we'll do that. So a little bit up and then a little bit of, crashing back to earth, so to speak. So we continue on with our squad and our mail. And we got an email saying Colin wanted to discuss personal matters. He wants to play a little more first team soccer. As we recall, he's not very good. He's 32 years old. His aerial reach is okay. Command is, we did a quick comparison. Let's see where compare with Notts County, Pindros. Whoops. We can see there Pindros is pretty clearly better, especially, distribution, shot stopping, which, is kind of what he's there for. He is good with the aerial. Anyway, I asked our captain to get involved, John Steed, who said, none of my business, figure it out. I'm pretty sure that is what the captain's business is, but okay, fine. That was that didn't used to happen in the game, but it gave me a lot of options of things to talk about. I said, well, okay, I guess, whatever. I thought you'd help, but guess not. So he wandered off to, I don't know what he's doing while not doing his captain duties. So that was it. So we talked to Adam. Adam assured me that he's much better than Pindros and he should be playing, and he can't understand why he's not. I tried 3 or 4 kind of not very aggressive things saying, well, put your head down, long season, all that sort of good stuff. And it ended with him demanding to be traded. So we go ahead and listed him for transfer. He's not good, and he's old. He's not going to get better, so it is what it is. I don't even know. Do we have goalies that we can use there if we need to? Okay. This isn't. You all see this, right? We're supposed to be looking at only goalkeepers on the squads. That's a bug too. All right, so we do have Colin. We can bring up Fitzsimmons, who actually has a little bit more potential. Let's swap. Can we not swap those? There we go. And now the filter finally kicked in. Let's go back to goalkeepers. And then we click here, and then it takes, I guess. So you make the change, but then you have to click somewhere else before it reads the change. I don't think their boxes and their filters are reading quite right. Anyway, so we do have Ross Fitzsimmons here, who's not as good, but he's got more potential. And potentially we also have Curtis Hall here, who's got potential as well, though he also is only 17 years old and not particularly good at the moment. Oh, aerial reach of 3, despite being 6'2". Apparently when he tries to jump, he just falls down. He's got a jumping reach of 13, and he's 6'2". I'm not quite sure why he's only got an aerial reach of 3. That doesn't seem to be physically possible. Okay. So we do have Ross Fitzsimmons here, who we also can't look at first time. Aerial reach of 9, command. Okay. Let's compare him with Adam Collins real fast, just to see. Okay. Collins is better. A little bit more speed here. Shot stopping, 1 better. Distribution, 1 better. Aerial, we already know that is Fitzsimmons' strength. Or Collins' strength, I mean. And he's a little bit more physical at the moment, but a little bit more eccentric. Communication the same, mentals are the same. Also 23 years old. So I don't have a problem. We can promote Fitzsimmons and we can dump Adam Collins at the next juncture. So no worries. But there we go. We've seen a couple more little bugs here on the beta. And I'll continue on and we'll play a quick match. All right, guys, welcome back. Getting ready for the match. This is our fitness report. So Richard Duffy has passed. He could play 60 minutes if we need him. Jonathan Forte, recovering from a tight hamstring. Let's kind of see what the squad looks like at the moment. So in theory, we could run Forte now. So I think we're going to. I think we're going to put him up instead of John Steed, and then we'll go ahead and maybe if it'll let me click something. I think we're going to do advance forward on attack. I think that's what we'll try this time. We'll go ahead and leave Campbell up there. See if we can get him some, as a change of pace. Steed is just a slower change of pace, so we'll go with that. The other thing, it says Duffy could play 60 minutes if we need him to. Man. We might really... we don't have somebody on the bench that could play that. So, I think Hawkridge comes off. He could play right or left. We don't need him to play right or left. I think he comes off. Duffy comes on. If we need Duffy, at least that gives us a sub. We're not going to try to rush him back, but I'm going to go with that. Something else I've looked at. So we've got our familiarity here. We also... marking's coming up. Passing style is still pretty awkward. And then we've got our intensity. So this says this formation will require a moderate level intensity from the player. So I assume this is one of those things that work rate plays into. We're somewhere in the middle, so we need kind of a moderate work rate. I don't know if we're good or bad on that as far as our team goes. I guess we could look really quickly. Insert, is that mental? Work rate. Our work rate's okay. It's not terrible. Liam's not spectacular. Maybe we do want to sub him back out. I just kind of had to fight to find a spot for him. I put him in instead of Yates. I think we'll leave Liam in for now, but that may be an issue in the future. And Hewitt, defensive right. Well, we could put in Tootle. How does Tootle compare up with Hewitt? I didn't think particularly well, but I'm not sure I've ever specifically looked. Well, I don't know. That's not terrible, right? He's slightly better in physical, slightly better in technical. He is not as fast, and he doesn't have the vision. But defending's close, mental's close, aerial's close, attacking's close. It's not as big a jump as I thought it was, to be honest. Not as big a jump as I thought it was. Huh. Well, I guess and his best role is as a wingback as opposed to a defensive wingback. So we may have to think about that. In fact, you know what? I'm going to give him a game. Why not? Let's go tactics. Let's see. Is he supposed to be playing a wingback? He is supposed to be playing a wingback, which is what he likes, right? Wingback on defend. I'm pretty sure we just clicked that and it told me it's supposed to be full green. There we go. Finally, the full green showed up. It changed here, but that didn't change. So, what the heck? We'll give him a match. So this will be what we go on. We got Saunders and Forte up front. We got Grant, Liam and Milsom there. Thompson is our defensive midfielder. Jones, Hunt, Hollis, Tootle, and Pindrosh bringing up the rear as our goalie. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on. Match preview. We don't care. We don't care. Submit team. Lincoln just got promoted. They're not supposed to be very good. Let's go ahead and start with control. I'm not sure if that's going to be where we want to end up. That's fine. We'll give it a try here. They're going to play a 4-4-2. Everybody has a picture, so they're doing a little bit better than us. Look at that, Bostwick. Good beard, Bostwick. Abergum. You got too good a hair up here. It distracts from the beard. I think that's the problem. Hand over to the assistant. We'll let him do that. Should be willing. I don't know that we should be winning this comfortably. Left John Steed out. Being rested, nothing more than that. Great opportunity. I like Nicky. I do. I think I would like to play a free-flowing attack game. That doesn't mean we are going to play a free-flowing attacking game. It's just what I'd like to do. All right. So let's give this thing a try. All right. Last time I specifically didn't narrate this, they made a shot. So I guess we'll see how this goes. And they get a corner out of it. Headed out. Okay, Saunders is there. Once he ball manages to clear the ref, put it up the line. Forte is already there. That's beautiful. And he gives the ball away and then just falls down to pretend like there's a reason he didn't hang on to the ball. But I'm pretty sure he just fell down. Habercam with the hair there. Had the throw in up to Arnold. Okay, I'm not sure we needed to jump at the last minute to punch that over. We could have just taken, a quarter of a step back and hung on to it. There was plenty of time. It's not like it came flying in quickly or anything. We're just going to watch waterfall. Oh, there we go, Tootle. Good job, Tootle. I like that. Nice, nice. Back, come on, get it out. Oh, come on, Saunders. Brought down by Neil Erdley. And that was it, apparently. No penalty or anything. You're just allowed to push somebody over. It's not my fault he fell over. We just happened to be trying to, fill the same space at that time. All right, Walker, let's see what we got. Liam he really likes that guy that was sitting there in the front row. Abercam with the hair. Ooh. That was not... that should have been a goal, I think. All right, Tootle. Nice to see you in there again. Playing hard. We called your name today. You're doing well. Grant. Up to Milsom. Over to Thompson. Up to Walker. Saunders. Grant into Saunders. Long shot. Shots are equal, by the way. 2-all. We have the only one on target. That one. What was I going to say? Oh, the little pre-match tactical briefing, by the way. Showed that we were beginning to build kind of some partnerships on the field as far as the passing little lines and stuff, that showed the connections for people beginning to play better together. So I really like to see that. I meant to show that if we could at the tactical analysis before we started, but I forgot. I'm sorry. Maybe we can see it at halftime, or I don't know, maybe we can see it now. Tactics. That'd be a good thing to show here. If we want to do this screen that gives us no information and has no real purpose, we could do it there. Let's see, we'll show here, tactics, analysis. there a reason we can't pick analysis while we're in the game? I don't know if this is a bug or just another point where they give us a lot of crap that actually isn't going to be... I don't know if it's a bug or if they've given us an option that we're not allowed to use on purpose, like has happened in other places where, you know, you can click it and they'll say, oh, yeah, you can't use that. It's like the Army. This page left intentionally blank, right? This button's here, but we don't actually want you to be able to use it in a match for no apparent reason. Anyway, we would have seen there that we have all the nice little passing lines together, so we'll just have to kind of see how that goes. Oh, can we get to it from analysis? I can get to this. I can get a heat map, but I can't see that little basic thing that says, hey, this guy's been playing well with this guy. Interesting. Okay. They think we should work the ball into the box. I think I agree. All right, let's go back to the field, hit play. We've been having way too many long shots, I feel. I've tried turning some of it. I've checked to make sure that the most egregious of our long shot takers have had it dialed down a bit. But their positions already had it hard-coded in, and it still wasn't affecting anything, so clearly we need some more. All right, Liam's got it. What do we got, Liam? Up to Saunders. He's going to kick it wide to Forte, okay. Forte again falls down after giving the ball to somebody else. That seems to be his go-to move. He says, you take the ball, and then I'll fall down. All right, Hunt's got a throw-in back there. Kicks it back up to Forte, who manages to not fall over into Grant. Forte takes the shot. Gets pushed wide. Saunders makes a push for it, but Waterfall is there. He just sends it almost all the way down. It didn't go out, but nobody wanted to chase it on either team. We just watched it. We like to watch waterfalls. If I could remember the song, you know, maybe I'd sing it, but that'd probably get me in trouble with YouTube. So just YouTube Waterfall yourself. And then no scrubs. You know, as long as you're going to go that route. Milsom. No idea. Just wanted a break. Said, let me just kick the ball over here. We got another injury. Let's see. Is Thompson going to recover from that? Looks like he will. We could probably sub him. We do have at least one other midfield player that's not terrible. Oh, look at that. He did his best Forte impersonation. Back over to Knott. I mean, why not? Milson up to Grant. Just here, Woodard. You have it. I was keeping it warm for you. You know, despite my smartassness, we're not doing terrible. We lead on shots 6-3. 3 of those have been on target. No clear-cut chances. We are leading in possession. It does seem that they've had more highlights than us. But clearly the fact that they don't have any shots on target means that they're not particularly good highlights. They do have 7 fouls as well and 1 yellow card. I am leading the league in yawns, though, all day today. Thompson seems to be doing okay. Liam, what you got? Nothing. There's only one guy there in red, so you kicked it to him. Hunt's decided to be lazy and give it to Arnold. If we would have lost the match from that, Hunt would have been... I would have been upset with Nicky. He gets preferential treatment because he's my favorite, but that might have been a fine there. Let's see, we regained position well in central areas, but we lost the possession there first. We struggled in their half. Billy Knott lost possession more, but he was good at breaking into the final third. Apparently he's apparently the guy that runs up there and then gives the ball up. Sean Raggett is doing a good job at recovering. So their goalkeeper's doing good. Jorge, 53 passes. And as we know, Forte is not playing particularly well. Do I not get to give... It says start... Okay, here we go. Oh, wait. This is a little bit interesting because it says start second half, which you would think would start the game. But if you look up here, we do have this little thing here. We are at the first half review. If we were to click next, we'd actually go to the locker room, not actually start the second half. And then one more. No, it did start the second half. It did not take us to the locker room at all. Interesting. I think that might be a bug as well. Not sure. There we go. Fortek goes up and then gives it to Raggett, so we can continue on with the little things we saw at the bottom. Thompson's coming back up. He's up to a 74%. I do probably... Well, we'll just let things go for the moment. Liam up to Grant. Back to Liam. He just walks around. Nice yellow shoes. I like those. Those are sharp. Got some good-looking shoes. Got a good-looking kit. Nothing else. It's a good-looking uniform. All right. Green to Lure. Back to Green. Over to Arnold. What do you got, Benedict? I was hoping he'd score a goal for us. Decent defense. We weren't able to clear it, but eventually they managed to just kick it through, and you can see there they got a little X marks the spot there. Grant's got this free kick from way back, up to Milsom, over to Saunders. That should have probably been a goal attempt there, but a little bit of touch on that, just a little too much on it, All right. Has anybody played horrible? Forte has not been good. Let's field analysis updates. I can't make subs? Apparently I can't make subs. I don't know why. They can make subs. So we have lost our tactics and our little sub button up here. So that appears to also be a bug. We have 2 injured players out there. Now Daniel Jones is injured. I'd love to sub him off. But we just don't have that option. Oh, hold on. Quick sub. Okay, so if you have an injured person, you can maybe find it under advice. Quick sub. I probably want to make more than one. So Daniel's going to come... Daniel's not going to come off because I'm not allowed to actually touch anything here. So, cancel. We don't get to make subs. All right, let's see if this game actually finishes or if this one crashes on us as well. This is clearly a bug. It's not hiding behind anything. Interesting, when we do that, we get a little pop-up arrow right over here. Hey, did we get a goal and all that? I'm not paying attention. Here's the highlight. Oh my gosh, I don't know who that was. It wasn't Waterfall. Whoever this was that I'm not allowed to click on, Erdley, that's his fault. That was completely his fault. Well, again, like I said, we've played well all game. I think we deserve this win. I'd tell the team that I'd encourage them, but I don't have that button either. So we can't make any changes here. We're completely unable to make a change right now. We can't encourage people. We can't make changes. None of that. So, interesting. We just have to hope... Oh, Maguire Drew just about had that one. Well, at least we're seeing some bugs, right? I mean, that's the idea. Kind of get an idea what's good, what's bad. Grant just boots that thing clear. Copper, that's enough. You don't need to be barking, baby. What do you think, Copper? Huh? There's another dog walking outside. She could see through the window. She's been in trouble for barking too much today, so she was good by not barking, just doing a lot of whining. All right, 85 minutes in. Little throw in for Jones. Let's see what happens. Saunders gets it, but he gives it to Bostic. Up to T-Bone Walker. That looked more dangerous than it probably was. I think it probably would have gone wide, but... And Pindros, I mean, to be fair, just plucked it out of the air, but it scared me there. T-Bone's coming up again on the right. Oh, there we go. There's the goal up to Lure. We cannot get a win. We just cannot hang on. I'd make a change. I'd sub people out. I'd do something, but yeah, not gonna happen. Are we allowed to skip this though? Is that the one change I'm allowed to make? Maybe we can steal one back here at the end. Millowseven. Oh, almost got it. Millowseven made a shot at it. Oh, fair enough. Good try, Millowseven. Ah, jeez. Yeah, that's kind of how our season's gone so far. Lots of draws. We just can't put anyone away. And like I say, I can't sub players. So yeah. I think if we could have subbed players off and actually put fresh uninjured players, we probably would have got this one. Tebow and McGuire Drew back to Erdley. I think we've been the better team. We're just, they can sub and we can't. We might still get it. Nope, this looks like time here. That's full time. So I'm going to blame that on not being able to sub. We were very close. Jorge played good. 98 passes completed. Erdley gave up the goal, so I think that 8-0 is probably not particularly good. It was his mistake that led to our goal. Nicky Hunt played pretty poorly. And we can leave match. I can't go to the locker room either. If I click here, yep, I can leave match. So this bugs, I don't know when it started, but at least at halftime, we were unable to go to the locker room then. We're unable to go to the locker room now. So I guess we can review field analysis. I guess we'll leave match. We could watch highlights here, interestingly enough. I don't know why that happened when I click leave match. It took us to field instead. I have a feeling this one is gonna crash on us. No? Did we get out? I'm scared to touch anything. It's fair to say that even if it recovers, we should probably exit and get out. Interesting. Okay, another draw. I think let's save game before it crashes on us. Anyway, clearly we have problems that issue. As far as stuff going wrong bug-wise there. Hopefully we'll get all that worked out. I mean, that's why we're playing, right? So they find all that stuff. Anyway, another draw. We sit comfortably in 19th place. 1 win, 2 losses. -5 on that goal differential from those 2 losses. -5? -1. Chesterfield with the -5. Man, we've just been bad. Just been bad. But they say the best viewing was to be found, though. 7,220 witnessed Lincoln's draw with Notts County. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Mellowseven. This was Football Manager 2018. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that happy stuff, and we will see you next time. Cheers.